G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. In the last couple of episodes, we've done an awful lot. We've made a little more, and that got us up and automated, and then we used that automated more to, well, automated base. A very large base, a very over-the-top base, you might say, for just finishing the game, because I plan to do a lot more than finish the game. I plan to do a whole lot of space content, which means I want something a little bit more robust to get us up and running. An awful lot more robust, you might say. I also want to, in today's episode, get a few things done. Sure, we still have a little bit of technology to do, just a few items to tick off. But today I want to get into book quality, and also I want to get into power armor, then preferably space science. So I have an awful lot to fit in. Which means I need to do a couple of things. First off, I need to thank you. I need to thank you for the overwhelming support on the first episode and the second episode, of course. I also need to remind you, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button because, well, you've probably watched the first two episodes. You're here for the third. Space Age is here. We have a whole lot of Space Age content we need to cover. So you probably should click that subscribe button. Last thing I want to ask you, very simple question, very simple favor, and that is, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like in the video. You're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, then by all means you can have your like back. But first off, I want to get into some quality likes. So we're going to use the brand new feature here where I can move things up and down the queue. Oh, so important. At the same time, I want to get military. I also need to unlock power armor. Now, after we unlock power armor, there's going to be a couple of things that I want. You know, personal batteries for argument's sake. But a lot of the power armor things that you might expect previously, like Shields Mark II, are locked behind us visiting another planet. They're also locked behind space science, so we have a few things I need to look at. In fact, space science, you're going to find things like logistics are locked behind space science. Also modules 2 and Covarex and quality 2 and, well, higher explosives. Yeah. There's a few things that are going to be unlocked a little bit further in the tree, but I really want to have personal batteries. I really want to have power armor. I really want to have the new fission reactor. Can we move the robots up in the queue, please? And they're really the important ones. Yep, they're the important ones I want to unlock now, and I also need to make space platforms. But with quality on the way to being researched, I also need to do a few things. I need to add some items to the network. At the moment, we have a couple of random inserters placed here, there, and everywhere, like this one right here, that's putting bricks in the network. And you're capped to 2K. I want to cap you to 4K instead. And I could go around. I could put down a whole bunch of inserters manually and make sure that we have all the nice things that I need in the network. But I'd like to automate it. I know, it's weird. Factorio, I want to automate things. Who would have thunk it? So I want to make a parameterized blueprint. It's one of the new features inside, well, 2.0 and also Space Age, and it lets us do a few things. So I want to have this to be a filter inserter, and I want to turn on parameters. Now, you can't get parameters by default. It's something you need to actually turn on. If we go into settings, interface, I want to say, show parameters and selection list. It's something you need to manually turn on. So you have the option to select them anywhere. Really, you need to select them very, very rarely, but it's nice to have them there. Also means you can use them in the circuit network. So what we're going to use this to make a generic blueprint. So I want you to filter parameter, and when we make the blueprint, it'll actually ask me, what do I want parameter 0 to be? At the same time, I want to hook you into logistics network for also parameter 0. And then I want it to be less than a constant number. This number can be any number because we're going to use the parameterization to make that a custom number for each different item. But that's all I really need to start with. And then I want to copy that. I want to hold down Shift, obviously, so I get the blueprint interface. And then I'm going to click on Parameterize, reconfigure the blueprint so I can add some details. So I want to parameterize item number 0. That's going to be the item, which is a filter in the inserter. Plus, it's also a circuit condition in the inserter. Well, it's technically a logistics condition, not a circuit condition, but close enough. Value 0. I don't want that to be value 0. I want it to be a parameter, and I want it to be a formula, not just a variable that I can just set once. I want the formula to be a set number, and if we hover over this, we get a couple of different options. I can either say the rocket capacity of parameter 0 or the stack size of parameter 0. I want to have P0 underscore S for a stack size, and then I want to say multiply by 40, i.e. 40 stacks in the box. And that's what we're going to say, and that's what we're going to say, and then I'm going to put that. Okay, here. Sure, just need it once. Delete that. And now I have quality running. I want to scroll to the edge of the map and select you guys. Start making quality modules. Placed. Okay. At the same time, quality. I have a deeper dive in quality. I'm going to link the video up the top right-hand corner. Also be down in the pinned comment below. And of course, it'll also be down in the description. But quality lets us start upgrading things. And there are certain things I want upgraded. There are certain things I don't want upgraded. For right at the moment, quality modules, there's only a few things that I sort of want to get started getting out with quality. And they're mainly in here. There's an awful lot of items in here that I want the chance, if I can get higher quality, to get higher quality. So we're going to use the remote view, because with the remote view, I can just magic up an item like this one and go into places I'd like it. I would like, actually, the first item I want is going to be, can I see the recipes, please? Cool. Robots, so important. So important. Also, technically, the quality modules themselves. I'd really like quality modules to have quality. Who would have thunk it? Also want to have that research done. Okay, I want to have assemblers. Assemblers are very nice to have. Miners are super nice to have. Repair packs are nice to have. Beacons are nice to have. Substations and power poles are once off. It's handy. Sometimes reactors, centrifuges, pump jacks, chem plants, technically refineries, and I'm definitely missing items. Oh, I'm missing purple science. I'm missing prod mods. I'm missing electric furnaces. That's the words. I'm also missing, obviously, if do I want efficiency modules? No, I don't really want efficiency modules. No. Can I get a decon planner? And we're going to set you to do item request slot. And we're going to cancel those requests. Cool. And then I'm going to right click on this machine to physically remove those modules. Now, the first thing that I'm going to mention very quickly is we can look at this guy. Really? My power's gone to hell? Awesome. We can see that your crafting speed is now 1. So each module gives me a chance of getting higher quality with a speed degradation. Now, the speed degradation is going to suck, but I sort of want to have a chance of getting higher quality stuff. I also want to have them in solar panels, accumulators, and lasers. Cool. All right, so that's the start. And then if power's in the pooper, it's definitely the pooper. Yeah, it turns out the assembly machines use a little bit of power. We're going to grab my solar and that one. This seems like a good spot to start. Cool, first blueprint down. Yeah, that looks like a solved problem. There's a substation there, so you're good to go. And yeah, we're just going to start mass placing solar then, because I have 1.8k, 1.9k. Yeah. All right, so I have my first quality module. You have a quality of 1%, so I have a 1% increased chance of rolling a higher quality item. You have a 1.3% chance. So I have a slightly increased chance of getting a higher quality item out of a quality module. So I want to put that in there. And again, if you have remote view and you press Q on something, you can get that item, and then I can tell the bots to move that item, and I want them to move it into there. And that one's now fully upgraded. At the same time, I'm going to queue this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Because there's a chance I'm going to get higher quality modules, and when I get higher quality modules, I want the higher quality modules to go in the quality machines. Okay, as you can see, I have 111, 108 now quality modules on request, along with 25, well, of the higher quality modules. Okay, also, power consumption. I have this upgrade planner here. We started producing power by solar. Cool. I have this upgrade planner here. This is an electric miner 2, an electric miner with 2 module ones, 2 efficiency ones, because this is going to cap down the power consumption of an electric miner by 60%. The max you can reduce consumption by is 80%, and I want to cut down on my power usage everywhere I can, so I'm just going to do that. And then 400 modules is going to take off and go cut down on my power usage. Yep. Which hopefully they do fairly quickly. All right, so a couple of things have been done. A couple of things are to do. All right, so I have my parameterized blueprint, which I have lost. paste. No, it's right there. Cool. I don't need that anymore. All right. So I have my parameterized blueprint. I also need to get down the rocket silo because we need to start building rockets, and also need to roll some power armor after I get the higher quality module, because when we get to space science, which is not that far away, believe it or not, once we get to space science, one of the first things I want to research is the higher quality module. It's going to cost me 500 packs, but I think it's going to be well worth it, especially if we can then use that higher chance, and it is just a chance, of hopefully rolling a better quality power armor. That's really what I want to aim for. So what I want to do first off is, I think rocket silos. I think rocket silo is going to be number one. So we want to press tab because it's just easier to work remotely in this view rather than physically run around and do things. And I want to have rockets, space. I want to have a rocket silo. And I think I want my rocket silo here. I don't actually know for sure. Yeah, I think I want it there. Now, rocket silo is going to need a couple of ingredients. Now, to launch a rocket, you need to make rocket parts. Rocket parts, as we can see, now require a processing unit, a low density structure, and rocket fuel. So I need to get those items. The good news is I have, well, blue circuits right here. I have LDS right here, and I have rocket fuel somewhere. The other thing I want to need to make sure is you have prod mods. So at the moment, I only have productivity ones. We're going to select that, hold down shift, make sure that's full of prod mods. And then after they've arrived, only after they've arrived, I'm going to change this to uncommon. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to click on that, then click on that. And then I want to put uncommon modules in there because I would like a chance, if I get higher quality productivity modules, to put them in there instead. And the reason being is, if we click on this, I have currently a 4% productivity bonus. I get to 5% by having uncommons. It does mean that I need to, well, make some productivity modules, use some productivity modules, roll more productivity modules, which is going to be a separate thing that I need to worry about. Okay. All right. So that's going to be our plan. Science-wise, I just need to dump things in here, basically, just to keep things moving. Can we get flammables? Can we get explosives? Can we get shooting speed? Can we get some uranium ammo? Because why not? We're doing worker robot cargo size, faster labs, braking force. Sure. All right. So a couple of things to do. First off is rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is here. It is mass automated already, and we just need to get it on the bus. And again, being that remote view is so powerful, sorry, I need you to be an underground, please. So there's room to put this one here. And then I can just drag this where I want, which is pretty much right there. Okay. Rocket fuel, before it gets there, needs to do a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a turn. Also, I'm going to need power. Can I get substations? Because they are my favorite type of power pole. And I have room 2 tiles. No, can I get 3 tiles? Yeah, just move the whole rocket silo down a tile. All right. So, rocket fuel. We're going to bring in rocket fuel. We're going to bring rocket fuel into this tile. And then I have blue circuits and low density structures. We're going to... What's the best way of doing this? The best way of doing this is... a splitter. Except I want this splitter to filter out... I always lose low density structures. Low density structures. Cool. All right. And you want to filter to the right. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't block the line. I need both these items to keep passing through, but I want to filter out low density structures. And I want to bring them, well, this way a couple of tiles so I can remove the engines that are on there. I also need to have an extra tile. Cool. Everybody go back 3 tiles. And if I hold down Control and Shift now, I can do a force blueprint and make whatever was there before go away. Cool. I want that to go there. So I can put you here. You can go away. And I'm going to bring our blue circuits down and merge with this in that tile. Yep. And bring that to there. Cool. All right. Have our rocket silo. Unfortunately, because I moved it, it has the wrong productivity modules in it now. It's looking for the good ones, which obviously I don't have yet. So we're going to replace it with bad ones. And then we'll have to, in just a second, re-replace it with better ones. Okay. Can I... Inserters. Can I have inserter there and inserter There. All right. Quality. They're all done. Okay. Quality. Can I get more quality modules? And can we put quality modules in late game rocket stuff? We want that item. We want that item. We want that item. And I want... I think that's everything. Roboports. Radars, technically. And that'll do us. Oh no, labs and guns. Okay. There are, like I said, there are some items you want quality in. There are many items you don't want quality in. The best example I have off the top of my head is belts. Belts, if they get up in quality, they get more hit points. It doesn't help me an ounce. Underground pipes, they have more hit points, no extra reach. Whereas a power pole does get extra reach and an extra supply area along with more hit points. So again, it very, very much depends on what items you're getting quality in. Something like a lab, we get an increase in research speed. So you basically get the effect of beacons without having any beacons in your research labs. It's a nice to have. All right, so can I massacre craft landfill? All right, so we have a rocket solid. It's building. It's going to take a little while. That's okay. I'm not really in a rush, sort of. I am a little bit in a rush, but I'm not really in a rush. All right. On top of that, we have first block of solar has gone down and, well, it's plugged in the grid, but it's flat. Can we go back into blueprints and can I put, no, you won't fit there and you won't fit there. Cool. All right. I have this in 2 different versions. I have this version here, which is the power grid only. So it means I can replace it later on with the full solar grid, or I can just put in the robot network. Also, it snaps to its own grid, which means if I drag this away a little bit, it might be a bit more difficult to line up. Where are we? Swap back to that one, and there. Can I put that there? Yeah, hold down all the controls and shifts to replace. Ooh. Don't hold down the controls and shifts to replace things, because I probably want that roboport right there. But we're going to put another solar bank right here. And probably not there. Probably not there. But I am going to also grid aligned network only. Can I drag that to there, there, and there? Because there's nothing stopping me put solar out there. Yep. All right, more solar, better solar, more free power. I like free power. Also, can I come? These are not going to, the grids are not going to line in the future, but that's okay. Can I go from, say, there? And can we go grid align only and just drag that to there? Yeah. And we'll just put in the power network for right now, and that way they have the infrastructure to quickly build out the actual solar fields themselves. All right. At the same time, I should mention, quality-wise, we already have some rare accumulators and some uncommon. As you can see, normal energy capacity is 5 megajoules. You have 10. That's double the amount of power. You have 15. That's triple the amount of power stored in that accumulator from just a couple of quality 1 modules. Solar, you do 60 kilowatts, you do 78 kilowatts, and you do 96 kilowatts. It adds up real fast. Lasers, well, I'd like some quality lasers, but I'll have to wait. All right, so rocket is ready. Okay, newest changes to the rocket solid, because there's a few. First one is, well, new graphics. As we can see, brand new graphics, very snazzy, very nice looking, and we always like new graphics in the game. On top of that, we can now actually cache our rockets. So we can have up to 2 rockets in the silo ready to go at any one time, which is a different feature, that's for sure. So, no, okay, I'm just trying to get rid of all the stone in the network. Can I remove those guys? All right, and my rocket fuel is working. It is working when you have solid fuel, and you only have solid fuel when I have excess light oil, and I don't have any excess light oil because we're not using the petroleum hard enough. Also the whole electricity problem. Yeah, we're fixing that bit by bit. The bots are hard at work. And obviously I need more substations. Really? That's my shortfall? 169 substations? Okay, cool. This is why you're plugged into a network where I can just go to this and I can say, hey, you know what? I'd really like 150 of those. And actually, come to think about it, I've already put them in there. Cool. All right, but we do have 7 uncommon ones, and that means, well, we have a little bit more wire reach and a little bit more supply range. That might be handy in the future. Power is very variable. Okay, I want to make a space platform. That's the first thing we need to do. So we can add a space platform up here. Where to do that? We're gonna call this Baby Angie's first space science. And we hit the create button. Okay, so that now needs, well, tell me, a space platform starter pack. Okay, if I turn on logistics requests like this, it means robots will actually deliver the items we need to go to space directly to the rocket silo. So you don't have to have request chests everywhere to make sure that these things happen, because the requests are going to change as you build out your space platform. But if you pop over and you go in there and you're now ready to go, and you can launch, and off we go. Cool. New rocket, new animations, new lots of things. 2.0 has added a whole bunch of features, and with that said, that's our very first rocket launched. Sure. I'm an awful lot of hours in the game, but I've got 2 achievements, so we can't knock that. All right, so rocket is up, rocket is off, rocket is launched, and I have my very first space platform. So now if I press tab, I can look at my space platform, and as you can see, it's doing wonderful. It's doing great. It's parked in space. It's getting hit by asteroids, and I need to start making space science. Now, to make space science, if we just bring up our ghost cursor, and then we open up the Factorio by holding Alt and left mouse button on space science, we can see, although the Friday facts previously, well, there we go, there's a million electronic circuits. Although it previously mentioned you need to have uranium in space to make space science, turns out that's changed. We just need ice, iron, and carbon. The good news is we can get all those from space, every single one of them from space. So all I need to do is, well, get them from space. Also means that now I've done that particular research. Yes, you have unlocked the asteroid collector, along with the crusher, along with 3 different crusher recipes, and the cargo bay. So we have 3 new things that we need to automate, and we can come up here and, okay, they're gonna be here. You are the cargo bay, cool. So can I set you rocket, cargo bay, please? And okie dokie. You are gonna be, oh, that's thrusters. You're going to be a crusher, so I want you to do crusher, and that means you have to be the grabby arms. Cool. I want grabby arms. All right. Next thing I need to do, okay, is I need to launch my very first space platform. I need to get a space platform up and into space, obviously, so we can start doing space science, which means I need to launch something. Mainly all the requirements needed to actually make that space platform. Now, if you want to follow at home, or you happen to have my blueprints, which are available to Patreon members, I have a constant combinator. It's a blueprint of a constant combinator. That's all it is. And in there is, well, exactly what I need to get my first space platform up and running. Now, I could literally go to space and build this out and blueprint this out, and it would work great. It would work perfect. It would work charmingly. The problem is, with the automatic request turned on, it only launches a stack of items. So rocket capacity, we could see 50, so that'd be 4 rockets. And then I'd need fast inserters, which has a rocket capacity of 50, so it would automatically launch, well, a whole stack of 50. It wouldn't launch a half stack because it can't really understand the half stack concept. I don't have bulk inserters. I do have bulk inserters. Can we change that to 15? Cool, I just saved myself a rocket. Yeah, because they have the same weight. So I could have it auto-launch and just auto-launch up all these items as required, but what I actually, and I don't even need the power pole, cool. What I actually want to do is I want to, well, manually load up my first rocket. My first rocket is going to be a very, very expensive rocket. So I want to have these items. And I'm going to assign this to request group to, first platform. Okay, now this is called first platform. I can, well, open up my personal requests, add a selection, and select first platform and say okie dokie. And those items are all going to be requested to me. So then I could manually load them in the rocket, which is what we're going to be doing to get our very first rocket up and launched. And I want to do that to try and save on rocket launches just for my first one, just to get things rolling whilst I wait for, hopefully, a whole lot of solar to go in. Can I cut back on the amount of substations? Because that's really the key thing I need to do. That and where are we? Substations. I even have a rare one now. Okay, can I take this substation? And oh, actually no. Can I do blueprints? Solar. Not that one. That one. These overlap. That's a power pole. Can I move that power pole to there? That way we know you're going to plug into that substation. And then can I grab this? And can I just do that and hot replace that one power pole? Yeah, it did disconnect everything. That was the part I was trying to avoid. Okay, it should be more power on the network. We're doing better. Till the accumulators go flat. Okay, and meanwhile, there's not enough in there for me to worry about it yet, and there is still 500 solar panels, so can I... Hold it. Hold it. But can somebody come do this one power pole, please? Like it's light blue, I guess you could call it, which means it is on its way. Somebody is assigned to the job. That rare report also needs to be picked up. Robots. Yeah, there's 9,000 in the network. It has power. It's been fixed. All right. Can I blueprints? Can I overlap that one with that corner? No, actually, can I do that one instead? I didn't imagine I have this much of a power problem. Thought power was pretty much a solved problem at this stage. And can I do that one as well? Except we're going to remove this corner. And that corner. That's why I like modular blueprints that overlap. I can fairly quickly and indiscriminately just paste over things like patches and then remove the bits that I want to keep, obviously. And then that power network extends through there slightly. Actually reconnected. Can I just do that then? Yeah. Okay, we'll get that one down. Cool. All right, so back to this. You are technically close to being loaded, apart from I need solid fuel, which means I need to turn that off. I need to consume more petroleum. Yes, cracking is turned off. Definitely turned off. So all my light oil is being turned into... Hang on. If rocket fuel's full there... Oh. It's the little things that'll get you every time. Okay, turns out there's no problems whatsoever. We just need to load up this bad boy. Okay, so I need to have... Oh, God. Why so much landfill? Oh, because I'm placing it on solar. Yeah, all right. So I need to put into here 11 solar panels. So can I get rid of those? Can I get rid of... Turn that off. Can I get rid of that? Okay, that's 220 kilograms. I also need to have that, and I need to have that. Can I turn off this request? And I needed 10 efficiency modules. They can go up there too. Can I need 3 of those. I need 3 of those. I need 15 stack inserters. Cool, 15 stack. I can only fit 1. Okay, I can only fit one. That's gonna be our first rocket. I still need, so that's done. That's not done. That's done. That's done. That's done. The assembly machine is done. The belts are not done, and the bulk inserters are not done. And is there anything else I'd like to add? Probably not. No. Alright, it means we can't build an awful lot yet, but it's a start. Okay, so we're going to deliver that cargo to Baby's first space science, and that'll be our first manual rocket. Okay, we're going to send that one off, get it started. It can, you know, be blueprinted out and we can build it as parts are launched up. But with that being launched, as soon as it's left, I can automatically load the next pile in, and then we can start working on, well, the next lot, which is going to be that. It's just going to be 50 platforms. What was I short on? I was short on the stack inserters. Can I put 16 stack inserters? Can I load you up with belts? Can I take those out? Oh, actually, can I have, as I have blue belt technology? Blue belt is rocket capacity 100. Red belt is rocket capacity 100. Can I just grab 100 blue belt instead? Because I might as well ship out blue belt. And then we'll put blue belt in here instead. I don't need accumulators. I think that's it. Okay, you're good to go, and rocket's not ready. So whilst the rocket's not ready, whilst the rocket's being built, I need to do some planning. So up here, there's a few things I want to do. First off is remove any tile I don't need, because I have very, very limited space, and every single rocket I launch up is going to have some sort of weight in it. So that weight is something I need to account for. It's something I need to build around. Now, to make science, I'm going to need an assembly machine. So in space, can I have assembly machine? And if I hold down Control and Shift, I can go to that anyway. It obviously needs to insert into this this box to, well, get our space science the hell out of here. So I need an inserter as well. I have a little bit of foundation, so that can get built. And yes, the animations are super cool. And you are going to be making space science? Why? Oh, I need to build the asteroid collectors. Okay. Oh, it turns out I need to launch another asteroid collector. Crap. All right, well, we've built a asteroid collector. Cool. You can now go away. And now I can make... where is it? Space science. Cool. Build an asteroid collector. All right. Now that's done. We can go... Pull that off. Put that on. 62 belt. That's enough. Deliver. Okay. Back to here. All right. I want to... space. I want to have a crusher. I'm going to need a crusher here, and I'm going to need a crusher here. Now, biggest thing when it comes to space is everything needs to be connected back to the main platform, and you can't have any, as the devs have termed it, a donut. So I can't do this and have this tile missing because it's an error. You can't have donuts. You also can't put an underground through space if nothing exists under space. So I need to make space science. We're going to need to have ice, iron, and carbon. So this crusher in this recipe will take in oxide asteroid chunk and convert that into ice, and also gives me a chance of having an oxide asteroid chunk. So I want to... no, you're fine there. And can I get a grabby arm? I'm going to put a grabby arm here. I'm also going to give you an inserter and a second inserter. So, alt mode on. That helps. All right, so you are going to collect asteroids, except I'm going to have you collect just oxide asteroids. And we're going to have them inserted in this machine. And then you are going to, if I have an oxide asteroid, because you have a 20% of chance of re-rolling that exact asteroid, like, you know, having a spare one, then we're going to put that back into here so they can come back into this machine. And then you're going to be our first item. So that's ice organized. Cool. This side, I need to get carbon. Carbon comes from carbonic asteroids, funnily enough. Who would have thunk it? Can I move you down a tile? Can I put a bit of space platform there? Can I remove that space platform and that space platform? All right, so we need you to be able to, again, pretty much the same recipe. If I get a carbon asteroid and I put it here, I get 10 carbon and I have a 20% chance to re-roll that asteroid. So we're going to put this here. And the only thing I'm going to do is change over the filters. You're going to be carbon asteroids you're going to be searching for. And you are going to be filtered for a carbon asteroid. Cool. All right, my last item is iron plates. Now, iron plate obviously requires iron ore, and it requires to be smelted. Now, I could launch up iron plates. That is a viable solution. My other solution is we have a smelter in space. We have a space smelter. Now, the electric furnace, if we bring up the information view, can be built in space, not an issue. If we look at a steel furnace, construction service conditions. It needs a pressure greater than 10 hectopascals. I don't remember what the numbers mean, but I'm now out of space platform. Okay, so to continue building, I need to have more space platforms. The good news is, well, you're ready to go with 100 space platform, and oh, well, I didn't even have to turn it on automatically because if I look at this, you're actually requesting that item in. It happened to end up in a rocket silo that was ready to go, so it automatically got launched up. All right, next thing I'm going to need is basically another combination like this, except we're going to be looking for asteroids that don't do ice. These ones are going to be doing metallic asteroid chunks. Then we're going to have metallic asteroid chunks. And you're going to be doing a metallic asteroid crushing. And then that should, in theory, should get me iron ore. Iron ore turns in, well, that should get me a metal asteroid. The metal asteroid should get me iron ore. Iron ore should be able to go in here. Well, get turned to iron plate, then go in here. You should get me a carbon asteroid. You should get me an ice asteroid. And with all that done, what do I need to do? I need to fill in this hole. Yeah, I just need to fill in that hole. I need to fill in that hole. Can I move that down a tile? And then remove that one? Because every bit of space platform costs weight. So the more weight I can save, the better. And then with everything done, we're basically ready to go. I just need to have power. So can I put solar? Okay, I'm out of space platform. Can I put more space platform in there? Can I put more in there? No, I can't load in the next lot. All right, back up to here. Well, technically you're running, and if I click on this, this shows my power network, and as you can see, power is perfect. Power is perfect. I need several megawatts worth of power, and I'm producing from 2 solar panels, 180 kilowatts each. So that's 360. So 4 of them would be 720. Therefore 6 of them, and I'd probably be out of trouble. I'd probably have enough power to run this at full speed. Now, one thing we can do is efficiency modules. Can I take some efficiency modules? Can I put them in there, and there, and there, and there, and there? And I'm too short. I'm too short. So close. And now if I look at this, our power consumption is down to 260 kilowatts. So low. Oh, that's right. You only need 2 modules. At 2 modules, you're already at minus 60% power, which means you can be at minus 60% power, and we're now running the whole thing on 500-ish kilowatts worth of power. That doesn't give me a peak. Oh. This is really what I want. I want a total peak. But we are now producing space science. Sure, we're producing space science at the great rate of half a second. But you got to remember, most bases that you make originally inside Factorio, you're aiming for a science rate of like 1 per second. This is already doing half per second. You don't need a whole lot of space science. Like 10 machines is going to be overkill. 5 is probably enough. At least till you get to late game. So turns out I only need probably, how much is left in my inventory? 100 space platform. So I probably need half as much. half as much. And, well, if we go back up to here, I still have 5 solar panels unused. So I probably only need 6 solar. Yep. And that is our very first space platform launched in like 3 rockets. 3 rockets, not an issue. Yep. Don't get me wrong, we want a second platform and a third platform and a fourth platform. So I'm going to turn on this and I'm going to add a space platform. We're going to call this More Science is Better. And we're going to make a second platform in a future episode. I wanted to get power armor, I want to get so many other things up and done today, but science has ticked over. We're going to unlock quality modules. I need 500 science packs for that, which is going to take me a minute to organize. And meanwhile, I need to also get my science packs from space down here. So to do that, I need to put in, let's actually go into that view, and I need to space. We need a cargo landing pad. Cargo landing pad, and can I put you here? Rockets. Science is here. Science can end up coming down and get dealt with probably here, behind the iron. You know what? You can go there. Bye. All right. So a robot will come bring this over. We are almost caught up on solar, and that means power's way better. Okay, so this one. This one is like your space requester. It's your space requester box. What I want to do is we have groups. We don't always set up logistics groups. For the moment, I just want to have a simple request. A simple request is any ship that is in orbit that happens to have space science. I would really like 1,000 space science. And if we go here, you're just going to start launching off space science. And you're going to start catching space science, like all the space science, just constantly. And we have a filter for 1,000. And you're going to land nice and safely. And we're going to have 75. 75 is not quite the 500 I need to get to the next tier of quality modules, but it's a start. Meanwhile, we have our first platform can continue. It's going to have a little bit of an issue. It's going to have a little bit of issue finding the right materials because we're only looking for ice in one small section. But we have a start. We have a start. And the important thing is you make a start. You know, we could do something better, and that'll be the next episode. We'll definitely do something a little bit better. Also, hopefully I can... we'll make space science at the same time, and then we can do that research. We're obviously going to also want logistics systems, so we need 500 science. That's 1,000 science. That's 1,200 science. That's 1,400 science. Probably thrusters, Covarex, robots. We're going to need a few thousand before we start really rolling. Okay. One other thing I do want to mention is the cargo bays. So the cargo bays, both in space and on the planet, will let you increase the inventory total capacity. Okay, every single time you add one of these on, it gives you an extra 20 bonus inventory, that being 2 slots, well, 2 rows. And the good news is you can add as many of these as you want. They do need to be connected to the main building, so that's something you need to consider. Also, only inserters can interact with the main building. Doesn't matter so much on Narvis, it will a little bit because you're going to need to bring science out. In saying that, technically it's also a giant logistics box, so the robots can directly go in there and pull items out. They won't put stuff back in there, which is fine, but they can at least pull stuff out. But in space, especially in space, where you want to, well, in the case of this one, directly insert the science into the rocket thing, it's probably going to be pretty important that, well, you have this set up in this sort of way where inserters can directly access this. In saying that, if I added prod mods to this, we could probably increase its efficiency by an awful lot, probably also its power demands. But I wanted to demonstrate to you guys how to make your very first space platform, your very, very first, launched off the bare minimum, because if you get to blue science and you just get this launched, nothing more than launched, and just let it sit in space, it has a very large inventory when you consider space science stacks to, well, stacks to 200, or is it 1,000 now? Stack size 200. It stacks to 200. So you're going to fit an awful lot of space science in there, which means if you do things by getting that up and running early, you can just let it sit there and let it, get the science buffered up. And then when you actually get to the point where you want to unlock these things, boom, 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 done. But either way, I'm going to leave this here. I've shown you how to make your engineers, the baby engineers, very first space platform. Also, at the same time... Are you not going back in? Huh. Huh. Well, I didn't expect. Okay, I guess they patched that out. Can I move you to there? Can I move you to there? Can I move you to there? To there, to there. I could just throw the stuff overboard, but... Okay, quick redesign. Can I move you to there? Can I move you to there? Can I put you here? Can I remove you? Can I cut you down a tile? Can I remove those tiles? And there and there. And you'll have to do the same. Can I move you... Actually, right where you're sitting. We're going to rotate you. We're going to build this out another tile. We're going to have you go there. Have you output here to here to here. Okay, now to insert a shot. Yep, and to insert a shot. I wonder if it just wasn't processing because it was full. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a comment in. I'm gonna leave an extract at the end of this video, with whether it's just a full situation or whether you need to daisy chain around. I think it must have just been full, and that's why it wasn't cycling. Because you can definitely put stuff back into these machines. I've used it extensively. Having the very, very long list of undos, super helpful. No, that one we're going to keep. Yeah, look, I've shown you guys the space platform. I've shown you how to build one. I've shown you how to build one very cheaply, very quickly, very efficiently. We're also launching space science very nicely and very continuously. And with all that said and done, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in, the very next video. All right, bye.